Hey, it's AW and we back today, guys. Today we're going to discuss the scaling of Saitama. Please hit that subscribe and like button if you like my topics. And today this is going to be a very deep analysis of Saitama from One Punch Man. And I had to do this video because I was scouring the internet. I'm always scouring the internet for good scaling topics, good scaling videos. I came across, once again, the Versus Battle Wiki, a discussion where the Versus Battle Wiki has Saitama at multi solar system level. Now, I've read the One Punch Man manga, so I saw the battle between him and Cosmic Gyro. I'm not fully understanding why they have lowballed Saitama so low and placed Goku so high. At one point Goku was multiversal on this website, so I am a little perturbed by that. And so, just to kind of go a little bit deeper into why Saitama should be ranked higher on the tier list, realize that many scalers have been scaling Saitama wrong, not because they're not adhering to the laws of the verse, but because the writer Tomohiro, or one that they call him, essentially wasn't studied thoroughly enough. See, originally I did not take Saitama or One Punch Man manga seriously because I was under the false belief he was a gag character. I was very wrong in my assumption. To understand Saitama's power, we have to first analyze the writer and what area of Japan he is originated from. He comes from a called Nagata, which is where Tomohiro, or one, the writer, was born and very likely raised. More than likely, he also was raised with ancient history Buddhist roots. Many see Buddhism as a religion. The Buddhists would call it a way of life. Buddha was enlightened beyond the understanding of the gods, and while many understand Buddha as a religion, Siddhartha, the true Buddha, has a legend and a mythos around him, where not only is he enlightened beyond the understanding of the gods, he was also one of the strongest beings of legend to have ever lived on the earth. To power scale Saitama, we first have to scale Siddhartha, the mythical historical figure from the Lalitavistara Sutra. Siddhartha is depicted within this ancient document as defeating many of the youth in martial arts from the Shakya ancient region. Siddhartha was from the Shakya ancient region. So understand Saitama's character is originated from a superhuman demigod that was well versed in combat. Now, before we dive a little deeper, I'm sure some of you aren't fully convinced that Saitama and Siddhartha are one and the same. Even to understand that even though Saitama and Siddhartha are similar, you start to unravel Tomohiro's Buddhist background when you just look at Saitama's appearance. Saitama even resembles Buddha. And before you guys go mention the snails on his head within Indian culture, please remember that Buddhism spread from India to the other Asian countries. Many, if not all, Buddhist followers believe in cutting off all of their hair, even their beards, similar to Saitama. Meaning, as Buddhism spread, the image of Siddhartha also spread and became different. According to what teachings of Buddha you lean towards, and according to what area or what demographic you were in the Asiatic continent. Understanding that around the 6th century CE, Shinto and Buddhism began to meld into one religion. As the Japanese began to utilize the Buddhist logic to explain their Shinto's teachings, you start to get that Buddhist thought process of Buddha being a master of martial arts. So, to put this spiel short, Tomohiro probably practices some teachings of Shinto Buddhism. Shinto Buddhism does have depictions of Buddha as bald-headed, similar to Saitama in the manga. He also has no eyebrows, similar to the depiction of Buddha that is in the Buddhist temple in Nagata. And while Siddhartha has many legends and myths regarding him, what many forget is that Siddhartha in legend was an extremely capable warrior in Asian lore. Siddhartha grew up in the palace, and while he was meditating to understand the suffering of the world and how to combat it, he was also training and becoming one of the greatest warriors the earth has ever seen. It is stated by his followers that Siddhartha exemplified the 32 signs of a great man along with the 80 secondary characteristics. Here's a quote from the 27th of the 80 secondary characteristics that are talked about from the 32 signs of a great man. He has the strength of 1,000 core elephants, or 100,000 core men. For those like me who are unfamiliar with Indian metrics, core means 10 million. Power scalers, 10 million. They are stating that Siddhartha Gautama is as strong as 10 million elephants. I apologize. Is as strong as 100 million elephants, and is as strong as 1 billion men. This guy is probably a demigod. 1 crore is 10 million. This is where Saitama's crazy strength originates from. This guy has the strength of a god. Place him into any verse, or place him into the verse of One Punch Man, and you can understand why he is so deadly. See, martial arts is about overcoming your fears and pushing your body and mind to its limits. In the verse, Saitama is stated to have received his immense strength through 100 daily push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Apparently, the training was so intense, he felt like he would die most days. Understand that while this is not uniquely martial arts techniques, it is mental and physical training through repetition. And the goal of this training that Saitama was doing is to ascend to an enlightened state physically and mentally. If Saitama has that strength naturally, and if he has a martial arts foundation, it is reasonable to think his strength could destroy a universal or galactic threat. His strength is godlike in a sense that if you reasonably look at other characters with that level of strength, those that can compete with him are not human. If you understand the legend of Siddhartha or Buddha, you understand that Buddha was not omniscient. He did not know everything, but he had attained a higher level of learning, competing with the gods. If you look at Saitama through this type of lens, you start to realize why his physical strength is at least 3B, a multi-galactic level. And some would argue a low universal, but for sure he's a multi-galactic level threat. And if he starts to consistently complete feats of light speeds, such as when he utilizes Garo technique to travel back in time, or when he ended up using his nothing but his leg strength to appear before Garo after he teleported, then you start to realize Saitama is a very powerful being. Due to Saitama only utilizing his time travel technique once, and it is not an original technique created from his own power, this is an outlier. So I do not put Saitama on light speed level. Nevertheless, Saitama's strength and durability are a galactic threat, possibly a low universal. And Saitama is easily able to destroy multiple galaxies when he collided with Cosmic Garo when they used their serious punches. In terms of physical strength feats, Saitama's punch ruptured space and immediately destroyed numerous galaxies when him and Cosmic Garo clashed. This trumps Goku's clash with Beerus for one reason. Saitama is the stronger of the two of Cosmic Garo. Goku, when he clashed with Beerus, he was not the strongest of the two. So you cannot give Goku the most of the destruction caused. You cannot attribute Goku as having the most destruction caused when he is not the strongest in the battle. We clearly know that Saitama was stronger than Cosmic Garo. And let me give you another caveat. So really there's two caveats, but let me give you one other caveat. When One Punch Man collided with Cosmic Gyro, with his he collided Cosmic Gyro copied One Punch Man's power. So understand that One Punch Man or Saitama collided with his own power, or a lower version of his own attack potency. Because Cosmic Gyro mimicked Saitama's fighting style, their fists collided and they destroyed multiple galaxies. Due to Saitama's unmatched strength, he is capable of combating multiple galactic level threats, and more than likely low universal threats as well. As the mere presence of Cosmic Gyro, you have to understand the mere presence of Cosmic Gyro, Cosmic Fear Awakened Gyro, can destroy a planet. His radiation alone can destroy. Cosmic Fear Awakened Gyro's radiation alone can destroy an entire planet. Had Cosmic Gyro been stronger and able to attain the level of Saitama, it is evident that their battle would have destroyed the universe. Cosmic Gyro represented a multi-galactical power, or at the very least a galactic power. We have to understand that Saitama is sourced from Siddhartha Gautama, so his strength level will be otherworldly, as Siddhartha's strength was from a plane not of our own. Saitama's legs are so strong he was able to traverse planets just by jumping. He literally jumped off the surface of the moon back to the planet Earth in a very Hulk-like fashion. In terms of physical strength, his battle with Cosmic Gyro proves that he is currently the most physically strongest character and possibly all of Shonen. I have to do some more research, but it's possible. Saitama's physical strength places him in the upper echelon of the strongest characters in fiction. What is also very alarming is his durability, as he was capable of not automatically disintegrating from the radiation of Cosmic Fear Awakened Gyro. He has been shown to be able to withstand crazy levels of heat, crazy level of radiation unfazed. He was submerged in lava, and even though he was submerged in lava, he was fine. It was like he was taking a bath. Even when Boros attempted to use an energy blast to wipe him out, he could not be eviscerated. The only thing that became eviscerated was his clothing, proving his physiology may not be entirely human. He is more likely a demigod of sorts, as shown in the ancient text of the Buddhava Mas. Saitama is a enlightened superhuman or demigod. Saitama is the first character I have seen where his physical strength elevates him to a multi-galactic threat. And this is why I have issues with the Versus Battle Wiki. First and foremost, Saitama should be 3B, not 4A. Saitama has proven that he is stronger than Cosmic Gyro. Cosmic Gyro himself is at least a galactical level threat. So how is Saitama ranked lower than Cosmic Gyro? But yet Saitama has proven to be stronger than Cosmic level Gyro and has proven to be able to defeat Cosmic level Gyro. Now I know some of you are going to argue that Cosmic level Gyro and Saitama's collision is what caused the destruction of the multiple star system. And that still infers that each of these characters, Saitama and Gyro, are capable of at least wiping out a galaxy by themselves. Maybe not a universe, but Saitama is very much capable of destroying a galactical level threat and very much capable of destroying a galaxy. Their collision destroyed multiple galaxies. There is no way a collision from two cosmic power characters only destroys a solar system. A solar system is just multiple stars and planets. Multiple solar systems can be inside of galaxies, and that's essentially what a galaxy is, multiple solar system. It is understood that Gyro and Saitama destroyed multiple solar systems when they collided, but yet the Versus Battle Wiki did not discuss that after their collision, Saitama started getting stronger. So at the end of the battle, at the end of Saitama's battle with Cosmic Gyro, due to his level rising while fighting Cosmic Gyro, it can be concretely argued that Saitama should not be any lower than 3C. And to be honest, for some of you power scalers, he could probably be multi-galactical level. But due to the lack of feats, it would be pushing that type of tiering. But make no mistake about it, the Versus Battle Wiki are lowballing Saitama. So let me hear what you guys believe Saitama should be scaled at. This is AW and I'm out. Please hit that subscribe and like button if you like my debates. If you please hit that subscribe and like button if you like to debate my topics.